Hey guys, Railroad Sniper here with another tool review. Today we're going over these Crescent wrenches, and they're Crescent brand, so they are Crescent wrenches. Got the 6-inch model right here with dipped handle or comfort grip, whatever you want to call it. Got the 10-inch model, also with the dipped comfort dip handle. And we've got the 10-inch non-dipped handle, just steel. And you could also call this an adjustable wrench. There's different names for it. These are the made in Taiwan. These are made in Taiwan or China, I believe, not the USA made models, though I would like to try those out at some point. I got the 6-inch, the 10-inch comfort grip model in a set together. It was really interesting at Home Depot because like the set was the same price as just like one of these 10-inch models, so it's kind of a no-brainer to get the set in that case. Because I definitely have had instances where the 6-inch model worked or the 10-inch model worked, or they had to work together to get the job done. I'll show you all a little demo of them working in a little bit on some bolts back here. So I'll start with the 10-inch non-comfort grip model. So you can see some key features. See if I can show you. See how those threads are angled on one side and flat on the other? So that's called the buttress thread. From what I gather, that's a better thread design than if they just had normal straight threads. You can see closes up nicely. It's not much of a gap in there at all. Easily one finger movement, and it's got a pretty nice thread pitch, so it opens and closes pretty fast and easily. On one side, it's got, so I can get where you can see it's got standard markings at 1 inch, half an inch, 0 inches, and it goes all the way to like an inch and like inch and a half, or inch and 9/16. So that's pretty cool. And the other side's got millimeters. Let's see if I can get a better light on it. I think you can kind of see it. Let's see if I can focus it on that. There we go. So it starts at 0, goes to 10, 20, and 30 millimeters. It opens all the way up to 35, or 36 technically. They got it marked up to 36, but it doesn't actually go that far. So it maxes out 35. You can see they've got some stuff stamped into the tool. Got the Crescent brand with the logo. You've got the direction of rotation. So if you've got this on a bolt, you want to turn it this way because it'll load up correctly. Don't know the exact details on it, but if you were to turn a bolt like this, it would I think it'd basically place a bunch of load on this screw here and be more likely to fail. Not only that's the way it's meant to turn, so it'll grip better, I believe. So got the size right there stamped in or forged in. It says 10-inch. And on the other side, got the name of the metal they're using, Crestalloy. Oh, I got it upside down. Crestalloy alloy steel, and it's also got the direction of rotation on this side as well. So that's pretty cool. I know in my Harbor Freight Pittsburgh wrenches, they don't have a lot of these different features like the size markings or the direction of rotation. So, and it's got a nice wide thick handle, so you're less likely to pinch yourself on it. I know I've definitely had issues in the past with that. You're really wrenching on something, it just hurts your hand so bad. You know, gloves help and everything, but it's nice when they've got the features built directly into the tool to help with that. Got a little hole in here if you want to hang it up, or I'm sure there's other features you can use with that. I'm not sure of them myself, but it does have that hole there if that's used for anything else other than hanging it up. So let's see if I can show you the play and the mechanism. So we got it. Let's see, I got it fully extended. It's got a decent bit, and let's move it to the middle. Show you in the middle. Let's go about like 12 millimeters or something like that. I'd say it's a little less in the middle. And if you move it all the way in, let's see, Let's move it all the way in, but not touching. I'd say that's probably the most play right at the end. So these aren't machined to the best of tolerances, but as you can see, it's got. Let's see if I can show you better. That's not exactly centered right there. I'd say the screw is also kind of off center. Same thing on this side. It's not as obvious on this side though. You can't tell it's off center as much. So maybe they did that at a little bit of an angle or something, but you know, I've used this on some pretty rusted up stuff like EGR fittings, stuff like that, or just bolts when I don't want to guess. I don't want to like have to grab the socket for, you know, just quick and dirty. You can see the jaws have held up pretty well though. They're not super bent up or anything like that. Alright, so that's the non-comfort grip, non-dipped handle. So there's not much difference between the dipped model and the non-dipped model, honestly. Let's see if I can show you them side by side. Like, they both got the coarse finishing on the bottom with the rough finishing, the smooth finishing up top. This one's a little more used because I'd say this one's probably about a year older. Like, I've had this one for a year longer than I've had this one, so that's something to take into account. But they've got all the same markings, same threads, same jaws, same everything, same opening lip. I'd say this one opens a little easier, but that's probably just, you know, tool to tool variance. I'd say this one has a little more play. Now, I don't know if that's due to having it longer or if it was like that from the start, but it hasn't caused me a ton of issues. Let's see if I can show you so you can judge for yourself. That's in the middle. That's all the way out. And let's go all the way in, but not touching. Yeah, on this one, all the way in is the least movement, I think, or halfway in the middle. Now, on this wrench, they have nothing on the reverse side. It's just plain. You see, it does kind of pick up grease. On the other side, they have the Crescent brand name, the direction of rotation, and the 10-inch. Now, I can't really show you this since you're not here in person, but if you press down on this dipped coating, mine started to separate a little bit, but you can actually see that. Let's see if I can. You can actually see. I'm not sure how well y'all can see it, but you see those divots in the coating? That's where they have actually stamped this. So they're the exact same wrench, one just as a dipped coating. So if this coating comes off, you'll have all the same markings as this one does. So that's pretty cool. Finally, this little 6-inch dude. I like this one a lot. It's coming in handy in tight places and such. I'd say the build quality is fairly similar. Still got those buttressed threads. Still got a nice thread pitch, so you got easy movement. I would say the jaws on this one, you know, maybe I'm using it a little harder than I should, but the jaws have gotten deflected a little bit. They've gotten a little eaten up. Not bad at all, though. Not bad at all. I don't feel. No, never mind. Take that back. I do feel some stuff underneath the dipping, so there's probably some markings underneath the coating as well. Alright guys, sorry for that interruption. My roommate came in and I don't want to bother him by recording while he is here. So, you know, we're talking about the dipping. Like I said, I believe you can feel a little bit of forged lettering under there. Let's see, what else can we talk about? It's also got the markings. This one goes from 0 to 3/4 of an inch marked, but I would believe it goes to a full inch if you put it all the way up. In fact, it goes a little beyond. You can see the mark. Let's see if I can get it for you. Yeah, you can see it goes past the 1 inch mark. On the other side, it goes from 20 to a 0 to a 24, 25 millimeter, approximately, as you can see. And now let's get to the demo portion of the video. So I'll cut the camera, and we'll be over at the bolt location. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here on my bed. As you can see, the bed frame, the metal bed frame is attached to this wooden post right here with a bolt. So they got a nut on this side, and then they got like a carriage type bolt on this side. So I will demo the abilities of these 3 wrenches here real quick. So start off with the 6-inch model. So it opens pretty quickly, one-handed. Gotta get it in there pretty. It's kind of hard to get it in there. See if I can go from below. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So we're loosening it up. Now I like to cinch it up by kind of wiggling it and also moving it at the same time, but that's kind of hard here since I just have one hand. So I'm just going to try to tighten the screw up like that, and let's see if we got it on this side. No, we don't, but we can take a look at our other wrench. So if we've got it like this, in this position, we want to move the handle up. So if I was trying to tighten it, see, I can do that. Let's see if we can get it on the other direction for loosening. This one should be a little better to show y'all with. It's a good thing these these bolts aren't too tight, so I can show you capabilities. As you can see, no problem. All right, now let's see. Looks like that bolt was about a 15 mil, like a 9/16 or something like that, or I don't know if 17/32 is a wrench out or not. But so let's open our wrench up to about that 14 millimeter mark. Okay, so it's a little bigger than 14. These are probably standard fasteners, I'm sure. Okay, got it on there. Okay, that's kind of, it's interfering. So let's see if I can get it on a bolt down at the bottom. Camera doesn't really want to focus, does it? There we go. Yeah, I should have thought this through a little better. Probably. Okay, so we're on the bolt. Just gotta tighten it up. Okay, it's on there pretty good. It's no problem. Demonstrating what I was saying earlier about the bolt slipping off if you use it incorrectly. So if I move it like this, most of that load is on the top fixed jaw. Well, if I'm turning it like this, most of that load's on the moving jaw and thus on this screw, which is a lot weaker than the fixed jaw. So that's why you want to go in the direction of jaw down. Like if the moving jaw's on the bottom, you want to move the handle down. Or if the moving jaw is on the top, move the handle up. Alright, so that one didn't have any problem. Let's open this one up to 15 now, because 14 was a little small. That's one of the main uses I love about this wrench, is that index feature compared to some other wrenches. Alright, so let's tighten it first, because this one on the top is a lot looser than the one on the bottom. Okay, so we got another. You can see it tightens it, no problem. And you can also see it loosens it, no problem. So that was on the Crescent brand adjustable wrenches. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all guys next time.